What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? So let me read the new video today. I'm here with you guys, Thaddeus Bingham's 9th place Las Vegas Regional deck profile. Yeah, what you guys are looking at is no joke. This is 60 card TRICKSTAR MEKK-KNIGHT Sky Strikers. Yeah, we've all seen TRICKSTAR Sky Strikers. I uploaded a deck profile. Simo uploaded a deck profile. Well, you guys have already seen what TRICKSTAR Sky Striker looks like, but 60 cards, you guys. That's right. He went all the way in with all the engines, basically, and he bubbled. He was so close. He got 9th place. You guys know what that's like. You know, you have a really good record, and then just based on tiebreakers of, I guess, people above you or whatever, their tiebreakers are just better, and you just get 9th, and it sucks. But he was kind enough to send me his list. This is insane, you guys. Like, honestly, this is insane. That it's 60 cards. I mean, we've seen 60 card MEKK-KNIGHT, we've seen like 60 card heroes, all that stuff, but I have yet to have seen 60 card MEKK-KNIGHT TRICKSTAR, you know, striker. We already know that combining all the engines is amazing, and I was putting the deck together, and I actually play tested this deck a little bit last night, and I mean, it's there, you guys. Like, it does what it's supposed to do. It's kind of insane. So I'm just gonna get into it for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. Just be sure to smash that like button if you want to see more deck profiles from regionals and whatnot. Of course, had I gone, I would have done a live deck profile, but since I was unable to go, this is the best thing I got for you guys. But anyways, we'll get into it. So for the MEKK-KNIGHT portion of the deck, because we're gonna have to break it down into portions, we got the 3 purple, the 1 indigo, the 2 blue. That's very standard. That's like the lineup I go with, even in regular MEKK-KNIGHTs. You don't want to brick on them, and I know what you guys are thinking, 60 cards, how am I gonna brick? Well, you want to optimize every engine, and I feel that's what the game plan of this deck is to optimize each engine individually to just to overwhelm the opponent. Then TRICKSTAR's got the 3 Candina. He plays 3 Lycris and, of course, the 1 Lilybell. That's pretty self-explanatory. Don't really need to talk too much about that. He plays the 1 Ray. When I did my deck profile, and a lot of deck profiles that are going around for TRICKSTAR Sky Striker, we talk about how Ray is the replacement for Hornet Drones, obviously, and the fact that, you know, it helps your Sky Striker links float. So it's a good addition to have. It's a good additional normal summon in the deck. Probably the MVP of his deck, though, was the 3 Phantom Sky Blasters. So basically, this card, the game plan with this card was to make Boral Sword and OTK, and that's basically what you do with this card. That's what this card does. It produces all the tokens you need, and it just overwhelms the opponent. And, you know, it's like Scapegoat on legs. He's playing Scapegoat too, but it's the fact that you can, you know, just do that and just overwhelm the opponent and win. So this card is honestly insane. Hand traps, he played a lot of them. He played 3 Ash, 3 Ogre, 2 Bell, 3 Droll, and 3 Veiler. It's a lot of hand traps, but they're there because they cover everything. They're good against pretty much every matchup. You need some that can play under midfield breaker. That's why he's got cards like Ash and Bell and Droll. You need cards that, you know, can just hit everything. Instead of impermanence, he's running Veilers, so it's pretty crazy when you look at it, like, overall, like, how many monsters there are, but, you know, just how well they work together. And I think that's the main thing that you guys should take away from this deck profile, is that all these engines work together. And when a deck can work together, you know, it produces the results. Like, you guys remember the 60 card Zombie Minerva deck. It worked all together. The Dino Build 2, all the engines worked together to, you know, achieve the same end result, which was winning. And I feel this is just another example of this. I think this is really cool. But that's it for the monsters. That's 31 monsters, you guys. On to the spells. He plays the 1 Jamming Wave, Triple Desires, Triple Mind Control. This card is the nuts. If you guys don't already know, I think this is one of the best cards in the game. I still can't believe it's at 3. I can't believe it's more than 1, to be honest. You know, it does so much, being able to take the Sky Striker links, being able to link over them, being able to link away so Ray doesn't float. Making it to where Ray doesn't float is how you win the game, so this card's insane. 3 Engage, self-explanatory. The 2 Terraforming. The 1 Afterburners, 2 copies of Called by the Grave, 3 copies of Twin Twisters, the 1 Drones, 2 Scapegoat. He's still playing Scapegoat because at the end of the day, you are still playing TRICKSTARs. You are still, you know, you are going first deck, so, you know, if you open Scapegoat, it's just like another way to win. So he's maxed out on his ability to, like, produce tokens with the 2 Scapegoats and the 3 Sky Blasters. So I can see where getting to Boral Sword and OTKing the opponent is pretty easy. Not only that, he's running a card in the extra deck that we'll talk about when we get to it that really makes it so he can OTK the opponent. 2 copies of Widow Anchor. This was interesting because I haven't seen a lot of TRICKSTAR decks like in their Sky Striker lineup play 2 Widow Anchor, but I like this a lot because this gives you the added versatility of just having Widow Anchor. Plus in 60, you know, you're probably not going to see it that often unless you're searching it, so it's pretty good. And to round out the deck, we got the 3 Light Stage and the 3 Reincarnation. So that's it for the main deck, you guys. That is 60 cards. Extra deck, we got the 1 Bomber Dragon, the 1 Boral Sword, which just wins games, the 1 Firewall, the 1 Ningirsu, the 1 Trisbania, the 1 Nightmare Unicorn, Nightmare Phoenix. We'll come to this card last. We got the 1 Cerebus, and then for the Sky Strikers, we got the 1 Hayate, the double Kagari, the Shizuku. Then for Scapegoat and Phantom Skyblaster, we got the Link Spider and the Link Karibo. So the card I want to talk about is this Pentasag. So this is from the Structure deck. This card is the simple 2-effect monster, link 2 points up and down. If your linked monster attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. So basically, you use this in tandem with your Boral Sword Dragon because you're, you know, putting a monster to defense or whatnot, and it's kind of crazy. You just literally just OTK the opponent because you just trample them. You literally summon that, put Boral Sword under it, and it gets trample, and I mean, you just win. Like, it's just an added way to win, even though Boral Sword can create the OTK by itself. It's just added insurance that you really do OTK the opponent. So I think that's pretty crazy. I think that being able to use those cards together is nuts. So yeah, this will definitely be something that I think a lot of people will follow once they realize, oh yeah, I can play Pentastag in my extra deck, use it with Boral Sword, and then just like OTK the opponent. So pretty crazy. Then on to the side deck, we got 3 Shared Ride, 3 Heavy Storm Duster, 3 Red Reboot, and 3 Solemn Strike. He is not revealing the last 3 cards. Apparently there's something that he's saving for the YCS, the YCSs that are going on, and also Pasadena coming up in November. So he did not reveal them. I actually don't even know what they are. They weren't even revealed to me. So yeah, unfortunately, I can only produce to you guys 12 of the 15 extra deck cards. I'm assuming it's a 3 of since his whole extra deck was, and I mean, the stuff that he side decked is very standard. The 3 Shared Ride is like your max C, just really good against the Pure Striker matchup. Same thing with the Heavy Storm Dusters. They're good against Pure, and they're also good against Tricks. Well, they are good against Trickstars. They're also really good against Altergeist and Draco. What's cool is he's got Twisters plus this. I mean, I don't think back row decks were even an issue. Plus the 3 Red Reboots. I mean, you just Red Reboot, and then you just Boral Sword kill them, and you just win. And then the 3 Strike, when going first and whatnot, it's just standard across the board. It just covers pretty much you need it, everything you need it to cover. But yeah, that is the deck, you guys. I'm still in shock. Like, this was a behemoth of a deck when he sent it to me. I couldn't believe that, you know, this was the type of deck that, you know, you would make into 60 cards. And not only that, but you would, you know, you would basically, you know, combine every engine and it would work as well as this does. And I highly suggest you try this out. Like, I know you're thinking, oh my god, this looks like another one of those 60 card decks that breaks, but no, you guys, it does not. It does not play brick cards. Like, you know, one thing I noticed is that this deck is not playing any brick cards. And when I say brick cards, I mean it's not playing Driver, so it's not playing the Gamma package. It's not playing the Brilliant Fusion Engine, so it's not playing Garnet. It's not playing any cards you don't want to draw. So I think this is a pretty cool concept. I think it's awesome. It sucks that he got 9th, but I mean, you know, he was that close. So hopefully, you know, next time he does it with his deck. But I really give him a lot of kudos for, you know, going into a regional. This was actually a pretty big regional. This was Vegas's biggest regional. They actually had 9 rounds, so he had to go 9 rounds with this deck. And I mean, the fact that he could and came so close to topping proves that this deck definitely has a consistency and has, you know, the power to go far in an event. But anyways, I'd like to know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you guys think of this 60 card MEKK-KNIGHT TRICKSTAR Sky Strikers? Like, it's just nuts to me. I love it, and I hope you guys do too. Any questions, just leave them in the comments below and I'll be sure to get to you. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any other deck profiles from any regionals or any events this past weekend, just let me know and send them to me. I'll be glad to profile them here on the channel. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, and thank you for watching. One last thing I wanted to add, you guys. I'm not sure if I made it clear in the video. They actually messaged me and wanted me to just mention this to you guys. So in case you guys are wondering, you know, outside of like the standard TRICKSTAR stuff, so the main game plan of this deck revolved around Phantom Skyblaster. The reason why you play 60 cards is because you're able to sync all the engines together. And even in like a 40 card build, you know, like Phantom Skyblaster is one of your normal summons, like along with Candina or Ray. So, you know, you just wanted to optimize, you know, every possible play. But the main game plan with this deck, in case you guys try it out, out, and this is what you guys should aim for, just to give you guys like a heads up, is you want to abuse the Sky Blaster so that you're making Boral Sword and Pentastag. I'm sure I mentioned that, but it's just because since Boral Sword reads that you can change any monster to defense position, you can literally just target one of your opponent's monsters in attack position, put it to defense mode, then Boral Sword's effect kicks in, which lets it attack more than once, and then Pentastag says if a linked monster attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing to your opponent. So what you do is you start with Pentastag up top, and then you put Boral Sword right under it. They're co-linked, and you literally just pierce the opponent's monster no matter what it is, and you're attacking twice. So not only are you getting the trample damage in from the effective Pentastag, you're getting in the additional 3,000, plus you're getting in the attack from Pentastag, plus whatever other damage it was in addition to your other monsters, since the MEKK-KNIGHTs and stuff are basically free. So that's the game plan, you guys. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Just wanted to give you guys that little heads up in case you're going to test the deck. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.